Good morning, everybody. Day 9 of this entire trip, and it's cold. Now, I don't know if you can see, but the light is starting to come through from the clouds there, but we don't have my camera with me this morning. I done a lot of photos yesterday, and it was fantastic and all, but this morning we have the drone. So we're just going to head down to the beach here and see if we can take off and get some shots. Now, it might not be fantastic weather, clouds-wise or stuff like that, but it's not raining, which is good, and it's not windy, but I can hear the waves crashing. So hopefully we can get some lovely scenic coastal shots, videos and photos. And yeah, had a brilliant night's sleep here, by the way, in the motorhome. I'm going to talk here before I go down there because you can hear it crashing away. Lovely place, no disturbances, no nothing. I think 1 or 2 cars came in at night and left, but there was no music blaring or anything. So if you're in a motorhome, this Pollen Bay, very much recommended. Oh, and check out the waves. Check this out. So today we have a bit of an adventure day. It's going to be very interesting. We are starting here. We're going to go check out a waterfall. We're going to go through one of the gaps here. Hopefully the weather is nice so I can get the GoPro on. And then we're going to a little village, gonna do some emptying of the waters, and then we're gonna stop at a pier. So I might explore that little village as well. So it should be good. I don't know if you can see it. There's a bit of light out there, a bit of colour, but I think there's too much. Anyway, I'm gonna send it up. I think there's too much of cloud cover. So anyway, I'm gonna send up the drone, full battery here, and get some coastal sweeping shots and get some shots of the surrounding area as well. Anyway, let's go. Okay, so some of the boring stuff for drone photography, but it still needs to be done. It has to be done safety first. Oh, sorry, I'll get that out of the way. There we go. Right, some of the boring stuff, but needs to be done anyway. So look around for anything above. There's nothing above me, any power lines, trees, stuff like that. Look for people. Is there any people around? No people around, I'm good. Now I do have a 249 gram drone. I can technically fly over people. Yeah, but we're good here. And anyway, doesn't matter what size drone you have, I always still do that. Now the other thing is we want kind of a nice area where the propellers, because this sits low, we don't want the propellers to hit off of anything before they take off. So I found this nice patch of grass here, and what I like to do is I like to have a backup site. So we have the main takeoff site, but say in 10 minutes there's a load of people here. I'd like to have like a backup site where I can land the drone safely, just in case there's people here and they're not moving, you know, for whatever reason, or you don't want to be disturbing them and say, hey, excuse me, can you move? And you're nice and polite like me. So with that said, I like to start it up. Now before flying as well, we need to make sure that it is a fly zone. I'm not getting any errors yet. Video.
The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
That is key. If you lose any connection with your drone and that hasn't been updated, it will probably fly off to the last place, and if you're a couple of kilometers away, that's a problem. So I like to start recording from the start. I'm shooting 4K 60 because I like the option of slow motion. EV is 00. I leave it on auto. I don't put filters on. That's my personal preference. Some people like doing the, sorry, I have my vape in there, it's a stupid thing to do. Some people put on the filters and want to do the specific rule. I just want nice, clean, crisp shots. I don't want to shoot in D-Log and stuff like that. So there is a video rule. If you're shooting at 60 frames per second, you should be shooting at 120 shutter speed. With that said, you might need to add filters or up your ISO to get that exact level. I'm okay just going with it. I think my footage stands for itself. Anyway, I like to hit record first. Another thing to do, check complete, is to make sure, because sometimes it will focus on the front here. So I'm going to give it another little tap so it'll focus away.
Please check it on the
So you might get something amazingly beautiful in that little shot that you didn't see before. So there we go. We're just going to take it out nice and slow. I don't know if you can see it there. I was hoping the morning birds kind of ignore me. And nice bit of light coming through there, so that's nice. It'd be funny that if I do this video and then the birds attack me. And right, so I'm going to send it out a little bit further. There's one bird seems to be following me. Okay, we're clear. So I can still see that visually. You may not be able to. I can still see it, line of sight. And I'm going to slowly start to bring it up. So I'm elevating it. I'm keeping it in one smooth motion. And I like to do anywhere from 5 seconds to a 2 minute kind of straight run. I don't like changing it up all the time, because if you're doing this and then doing that and then doing that, like, the footage looks terrible. Right, then I'll look for my second composure. There we go, that looks decent. And we'll start moving towards this. So that's going over this mountain way. We'll do this for a few seconds. Still in my line of sight. You can't see it, but I can surely see it. And again, the waves are making the motion. I'm just slowly moving in. Again, you could speed this up in post-processing. You can slow it down in post-processing if you want. Okay. Now, I'm going to stop it there because I like to stop it. I like to do a long streak along the... Oh, actually, do you know what? That there's a nice shot now. So I want to move to here to go that way. But along the way, I may as well capture this footage. So I'm benefiting out of the battery. Because that's a lovely view there. The mountains. And we're getting some rain kind of going around the places. Some mist and fog and very interesting weather this morning. Okay, so we're getting a bit closer. I want to start this a bit further out. I'm not recording people's houses. Although I technically am in a back end sense, but I'm not getting that close in any way. So now we're just going to move it here and get a nice angle. Now, you might start straight here, but like if you go straight, you're going to go off. So I'm going to think where the long run is here. So this here is a nice long run. I'm going to go straight with this. Lovely waves coming in, mist in the background, birds flying by. Hopefully not attacking my drone. And also... someone walking by there. Embarrassing. I think I've seen her giggle as well. So you're seeing these lovely... From my eye line, I'm seeing these waves crashing that are fantastic. But I'm also looking around. I don't know if you noticed, that's a lovely cloud formation over here. That could be a nice photo. So we're keeping an eye out as well for possible photos along the way. Now, I don't want to go too far that way because it looks like it's kind of raining over that way. It's a mist being kicked up by the water. So right, there we go. I'm happy with that. So this here, I don't like the white in front of it. It's a nice photo, but the white is just throwing it off a bit. So we're coming up to here. And there we go, that's a nice photo. So I'm just going to change the photo. JPEG and RAW. The RAW you get more information from. There we go, that's a nice photo. Now I did see a nice cloud formation here. Let's see the composition though. Coming out a bit more. Maybe. It's not bad. Let's put it that way. There is a rain cloud coming that way. So there's a nice break of sunlight through there as well. They're usually nice. I can see the reflection here on the water. So we're gonna bring it down. Boom. Again, it's on auto. And I know auto is like, you know, the bad word. Now here, this looks cool. Take a quick shot of that. It's like a wave in the middle of the water, so... Oh, no, 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 no. Don't press that button. So we're gonna go switch it to record video. Because it's kind of like, I don't know, I wouldn't say an anomaly, but it's kind of cool that like the waves are breaking in the sea. Maybe it was just that minute or two, or looked pretty cool. Now while you're doing this, always keep an eye on your battery level. I know it has a return to home safety of 20%, but I like to keep it close by and just keep an eye on it. Ooh, there, we might get the wave break there. That was the break that we seen the last time. Yes, that's it, perfect. That's what we wanted. A bit of patience and waiting goes a long way. Right, let's return back to me, because from where I'm standing, I'm seeing lovely waves just crashing here. So if we can get the drone to almost my eye level, we might be able to get that footage. Now, where am I? Is that me? There we go. Yeah. Now you have to be careful here as well. There might be some birds' nests around. There we go. Isn't that just a beautiful scene? So let me just reframe it a little bit. Probably bring it back a little bit. I like to shoot in 4K. Sometimes I do spit out videos in 1080, but I have that option. The only problem is it takes up a lot of storage. And look, oh, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful, people? Hopefully you can see that. The water receding from this point. I just picked the right spot here. You know, get it going here. There's another wave coming in. Lovely light, lovely scenery. Just need that wave to come in again. A bit of patience. Another idea I have as well is just flying it over these sand dunes. So we're getting all this content. What do I use this content for? I'll use it for some of my YouTube videos. I'll put it up on my Shutterstock sites. Well, not Shutterstock. I'll put it up on stock sites as well for sale. This might be someone selling, you know, a paradise dream vacation, or it might be in, like, you know, a movie or something. I don't know. But there's always that option. And it's, you upload, you put it in once, that's it, you're done. You just direct people there like I am to you. If people buy it, they don't. There's no storage, there's no handling fees. It's all done perfectly free. Passive income in a sense, but I need still for it to make the income. We're waiting for that one wave to crash in like it did before. We might not get it because I think the sea might be receding. Now I would do a flyby, but very risky. See this lovely, no. See this lovely wave crashing here. I would like to go over it, but it's not happening. Now we're still also waiting for some colours in the sky. Always keep an eye around, see what's going on. And we're waiting for that break to come in. See if anything comes from it. Like this whole Donegal in October as well. So far it's just been a photographer's heaven. Like the clouds rolling in. Like if this was summertime it'd be just blue skies, harsh light. But with clouds rolling in, the dynamic is just changing. It's beautiful. I might do a workshop up here, but it won't be for a year, so I'll put that on the long finger for now. And I don't think we're going to get it, but you know, as soon as I move, it's going to happen. Maybe if I get a little bit closer. Just get the... Yeah, the water receding back from there should be lovely. And And that's the one, that's the one. Just out of frame, just barely out of frame, and receding back. Oh, beautiful. Okay, right, now on to the next little one. As I said, we're gonna look at this drone. So for these, I'm gonna look for the highest point from here for a while, look with my eyes, and then I'm gonna fly the drone down to where it is. So we're looking about there. Now I can now angle this down a bit. Now it's not gonna be perfect because it'll look better at 30 frames per second, but I'm not shooting in 30. Oh, sorry, there we go. I'm just gonna send it. Now just be careful, sometimes the drones go up and down themselves. So you just don't want it going down, but like, look at that. That looks stunning there. And then it's a revealing shot. Up and out, and there you have the lovely beach. So we haven't done much height today, so we're going to get about a height in this shot. The drone is still in line of sight. Look at that beach. Beautiful crashing waves, which has brought me on to my next idea. We're going to go up, we're getting this shot, and then we're going to aim straight down, and we're going to get some footage of just that. Waves slowly coming in and crashing. Isn't that just beautiful? Now just make sure your angle has it so that it doesn't pass this point. It's okay that the water comes in differently here, you just don't want it going past this point. It looks bad then. If you need to, just move it, don't worry. We still have 44% battery. That's it coming in there. That's beautiful. I love that angle. I love that colours. Are we? Whoa, we just made it there. Perfect. Now, there's two shots to this. We're going to take up all the advantage we can. So we're going to give this another run. We're letting this wave finish. Maybe this one. And then we're going to take some photos. Once we've done the photos, we're going to go up, and then we're going to come down but turn. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? That there is that'd be a very artistic photo. It's got a lot of texture in the water, so that's perfect there. So we're going to change that to a photo now. And now it's to do with timing. So we have the two of them, one's kind of catching up on the other. Lots of texture, reaching it. There we go. That's beautiful. We're going to wait until it hits the center. And another one. Oh, look at that, that's beautiful. And these you could sell as fine art. Right, as I said, we're going to go up. We'll leave it on photo. There might be another photo there. We're going to go to a maximum height of 120 meters possibly. Going to tilt it down a little bit more. And we want just the beach in it. We don't want the hedges in it just yet. And we're going to wait for the wave to come in fully out as much. I think this one's going to be the heavy one to push it. Maybe the next one's going to push it a bit more. You get that one there because it's a nice line in the middle. It's pushing, pushing. There we go. Right. Now we're going to turn to video. We're going to do that. And what we're going to do is we're going to kind of come down slowly and then bring it just to the left. What that's going to do, it's going to start to spin the drone. As it's spinning the drone, it's going to look cool. You've got to find that little balance between down and spinning. And while we're slowly doing that, we're going to look around to see if there's anything else. Now maybe there's a photo here on the way down. I can see my drone there. There's still nobody around. Now the thing is, if you keep this very, very, very smooth and you keep it perfect the whole way down, you can then speed this up in post-processing. Now the waves will come in a bit faster too. So what you can do is you can do it a little bit faster on this one. And on it, we're not 100% down. What I'll do is I'll move it over here. Get a nice little balance now. So we have the water, we have the sand, and then we have the dunes. So we want a nice little 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Use your grids if you want it. There we go. So someone's walking by, but I don't want to get him in the video, so we'll let him pass. I really hope this is still recording. Ah, you're still recording. Love. Actually, while we're waiting, we'll get a photo in there. That's a lovely photo. We'll wait for the waves to crash out. It's not going to come back because this one here, so we're going to wait for that to match. And then that's going to go out as well. There we go. That guy we can just get rid of quickly in Photoshop. And he's gone in a second. So video. We'll do a standard video of him just passing by. Well, it's a blue dot. It's not infringing on any personalities. Now he's gone, but when we turn this, we're going to capture him again. So we're going to give it a few seconds before we start the turn. Okay, there we go. Just a bit more on the turn than the down this time. Just so it turns a bit faster. Your center point is going to show up there. Keeping an eye on the actual height by your eyesight. I can see it there. Because you kind of can't judge when you're there too much. Best to be safe, people. Best to be safe. And we're coming down, yeah. Keep it as smooth as you possibly can. And I might have one more photo. Cancel that. Oh, there we go. The battery. Get the last bit on the way. Right, we're almost there. 78% battery. And then we're just bringing it down to my eyesight where I can see this photo. It's the last one there. I'm going to turn it to photo. And we can see the clouds there. Perfect. And we are good. Now, if there was people around, I would have probably came back a bit earlier, because maybe if there was someone here, I didn't want to land it. Voila! And that there is one battery. If you bought the combo pack, you have 3 batteries. Just imagine what you could do with 3 batteries here. Anyway, that's it for this morning's drone video footage. We're going to head out and do some exploring. I'm going to get some phone photos and stuff here as well for the next few minutes because it's lovely light. And then we're going to continue on with the rest of the day. Have me breakfast, blah, blah, blah. It's boring, it's just really big, so there's no point in filming that. And then off we go.